fudge is not just known to us going to events, but to people all around the world, and they all laugh at the funny British accent.
It is a funny
I
British
appreciate
accent.
it very much, and thank you guys very much for the kind words. However, it's not about me today. It's about this top 8 qualifier between Horus and RobbieAK47. It is, in fact, the Rob Shulk matchup. Most of them kind of rocking cheeky color palettes. Yeah, I was going to say they color coordinated, very fashionable.
And Shulk's forward air just deleting the gyro there. I see.
Both these characters are going to be nairing around each other quite a lot. Both got big kind of all-purpose nairs that lead into low% strings, keeping each other out as an out-of-shield option. They honestly got like surprisingly similar nairs. The only difference in my mind is that Shulk's has slightly less combo potential. See the nair into the grab right there from Robbie.
I am interested to see if they bring out the counterplay from it, because the downside to having such an active, combo-heavy, powerful neutral air is that because it lasts so long, if you parry it, then you can basically spend all day punishing it. And both of these players will have been parried from time to time. They know that's the weakness, and they could potentially take advantage of each other's neutral airs if they get the timing right. But the down air was better, but that was a brilliant hang back on the air slash to make sure he did not get spiked.
Yeah, very good recovery there from RobbieAK47. Himself is about as safe as possible from the devastating gyro dare combination. Good max range detail on the shield there as well, a bit of pressure on. When Shulk gets moving, he kind of starts tilting over your shield. It's genuinely quite scary because a lot of shield pressure. Scary character. Being said, he's kind of hovering around because Horus is completely controlling the floor with that gyro.
Oh, shield has saved his life. The combo completes, but it wasn't anywhere near to KOing thanks to that B button. We all love a bit of Monado arts in our lives, but now he goes into jump, so he could suddenly have been KO'd by that up air that was already starting.
A very ballsy move from Robbie here to go and smash Monado, but I like it. Sometimes you just got to put your chips on the table, and there you go. One of Rob's biggest troubles is landing. Robbie recognizing that with the smash Monado up tilt. That being said, don't jump into that up smash. I do like the idea of Horus went for there, recognizing that Robbie was cornered with very little options. Goes for it again. Might be slightly overkill there. Here we go.
Yeah. That's been a bit of a thing we've seen from Horus in both the last set and this one. If she's kind of been winning a match and then isn't, then, well, the opponent will jump off the stage and die. That's definitely what I was going for. I was more going to say...
Actually, the Horus's game one against Horus.
But this has worked out just fine for her.
Do you think that Shulk's Monado art hit stun cancelling has the potential to be particularly problematic in this matchup? Because Rob rarely kills you off a straight hit. It's generally a multi-hit move or a 2-hit string, like say it down throw into an up air, or a nair into an up air, or a nair into a back air read or something like that.
Yeah, absolutely. As a Rob player myself,
I've seen Shulk.
It's
Monado art hit stun cancel outside before.
Yeah, it just makes things so troublesome for Rob, knowing that your most reliable thing you're going to do is down throw in an up air, and the option's just written off against Shulk. You also want to go for a jumping read up air, but he can just jump out of the way of it. And the other thing, you know, you might go for an offstage side B or something. The forward air is just bigger, and he can stuff you out. I'm not going to say it's a terribly losing matchup for Rob. At best, it's probably like a -1. But I do feel like Shulk has the advantage in this one. And Robbie not showing it too greatly. He is losing right now. But again, Horus very experienced in this one. So that's kind of to be expected to have a bit of an even matchup at the moment.
The things that I think Robbie has to be scared of in this matchup, particularly, is actually Rob's close range boxing. When he gets into your shield and down tilts, Shulk actually doesn't have many amazing out of shield options aside from maybe up B, but that's kind of risky. And Rob actually can. I would say that Rob probably has better up close frame data than Shulk does. It's a weird matchup where like Rob actually wants to get in on Shulk, and I think Shulk wants to use his range, which is usually the other way around with both these characters.
Is he dead?
Oh, like with the gyro, and unfortunately Robbie did not have. I think if he had jump Monado active, he might have been able to make it back, but unfortunately he was imposter.
Yeah, would have required just too much foresight. There we finally see a parried neutral air. It didn't lead into anything, but I think we'll probably see more of that as time goes on. In the meantime, Horus has a gyro in hand, but actually wanted to go for the late hit of neutral air to set up into a back air. Instead, just lands on the Monado beam and gets punished for it, and catches the gyro.
Really liked the back throw she did just a moment ago to mix up Robbie's DI. You could tell that he wasn't ready for it because he missed a tech and got hit by the gyro for it. But Horus is very much still plugged in and she's not on autopilot. Oh, good F smash punish there. Great punish from Robbie and the stocks are even up. But decent lead for Horus here with 62%. Is he going to roll in? Nope.
Just for that grab. That's the main thing you want to do. If you've thrown a gyro, then the opponent's probably going to shield to block that. You have a fairly easy avenue getting that forward throw, which is exactly what Horus did. Didn't lead into a kill, but gets through the backdash. Oh dear.
No, directional air dodge. She can make it back.
Yeah, fortunately Rob can recover from anywhere, but I was scared of Robbie jumping off and ending the job. But Horus is back, and the Buster is gone, so that's a bit of relief on that part.
Smash, he's putting it all on this one final little, if you can get one strong hit, no, he switches to jump, okay. Just put all his chips down.
So knowing that Shulk can jump extra high, Rob decides to go even higher. Big risk from Horus there, but it does work out. The side B has done the job. He was in shield as well, but it expired during the move, and that complete balls to the wall tragic roundabout from Rob just came out of nowhere and took game one for Horus. Brilliant. Such a risk.
Very unfortunate timing there for Robbie overall, but that is kind of the game you play sometimes when you have this Monado art mechanic. You have to be ready for your character to just change on a dime, and sometimes for the worst. I do think that Robbie was generally making good decisions. Like his split-second decision-making was good throughout the game. He wasn't panicking. He wasn't jumping into any of the anti-air up smashes. He was generally good at avoiding gyro ledge traps, which are a big problem for a lot of people, especially characters like Shulk, who don't have like extra options to get back onto stage or over the ledge, like say flip kick or bouncing fish. I think the neutral and advantage was generally better from Horus overall. I think she was keeping Robbie in the air. She was putting the pressure on Robbie. She was mixing him up with little DI traps like the back throw and stuff. Not a DI trap, a DI mix-up. I generally felt like she was a bit more plugged in, because maybe Robbie was slightly on autopilot, which is a decent autopilot, clearly. I think he needs to be thinking more about the specifics of the matchup.
All right, I couldn't have put it better myself. So, and in the meantime, Robbie has used that entire speech to do absolutely nothing and still has not picked a stage or a character, but that's fine. I don't think it's especially likely that he'd bring out the Joker. Yes, he's got a reflector, but that's the only advantage he really gained from it. Shulk, definitely the pick to go with. I think it's important to drop in a little news bulletin in that Moke has actually DQ'd from the bracket, which puts Fruity Boy into top 8. So the ultimate relief after getting kind of slapped up by Ramon, suddenly he gets the win by default. We do not know at this moment why Moke has DQ'd, but it's happened, so that's that.
Yeah, we don't know why Mike's DQ'd. We do know that Fudge would have been in top 8 if his Wi-Fi was better. That's important. I just want to throw that out there.
Yeah, I mean, anyone could have won by DQ over Moke, right?
Literally, I would have taken that all day, every day. Mewtwo terrifies me. His Shadow Ball is just Brawl Falco Laser now.
Except better now. Because well, yeah, that's what you mean, actually. But I haven't actually seen the little Shadow Ball set up into anything yet. I did see Moke play against Holopup earlier, but it didn't work out too great. Palu just kind of invalidated that strategy. But I would be keen to see... Well, I would have been keen to see more of it if Moke was still in, but... He's not. Fruity Boy advances. Now we're going to see who can advance out of Horus and RobbieAK47.
Yeah, I gotta be said, Horus had a really impressive showing against Holopup in the winners' quarters earlier. Be sure it would be a shame to kind of see her go out after the all but guaranteed victory she had in game 1.
Yeah.
Being at 20% or so in her last stock. But that being said, if you can't rest on your laurels like that, if you get outplayed by Robbie here, then you just gotta take that. That being said, he's very nearly already dead there with an edge guard.
Yeah, he went straight into the shield knowing, oh, I'm in danger, and just brings it out well in advance, but it was enough. But still 71% down right now. Horus has not been hit yet and gets the very, very high up air. Town and City is kind of the worst stage for KOing with that on, because not just is it a high ceiling, but I do feel like Robbie is the kind of guy who can DI that properly from watching in the past. But that will be tested. A Buster punish is coming out, though, on that arm rotor from Rob. It was just the forward tilt, though.
Only a forward tilt. I think maybe a nair could have led into a little conversion, but I think maybe Robbie felt like he didn't have enough time. I understand that. Floating over with the jump, Monado barely avoids the up air. Good anti-air with the up tilt. Again, more juggling. This is it. This is punishing Rob for really bad landing. We did see a glimpse of it earlier with the smash Monado up tilt. Wow, this up tilt is getting him a lot of mileage right now. I love the change into the grab and back throw.
Oh, but then the spot of the down air KO is off the side. Never see that.
He's going to look to go out there with a forward air, maybe. Recognizes that Horus is changing direction like this. Go underneath the stage. He's putting a lot of pressure on.
Stunned that neutral air miss, though. It gave him the heat, but didn't do the damage. That's actually catching, though.
The jump Monado is not going to save him because he was already too low. It was actually like when the side B started, it looked a bit weird, but I think Horus was just reading, hey, like you have to go up at some point, and this is going to catch you. He was very smart and very calculated there, and it paid off. Robbie is taking a lot of risks off stage in this match.
Yeah, not so calculated anymore, knowing that basically Robbie has to 3-stock Horus now to stay in the tournament. He's changing the plan, which you kind of need to do, but it's not working out too great, unfortunately, for him. Back into Smash Monado, that will take a stock at the very least.
Gonna roll with the forward there. This is just a gargantuan lead to make up. Hulk is one of the characters who can do it with Shield Monado and all this other wackiness, but it's a tall order. Being said, he's working his way with the neutral air, abusing the low startup on a lot of Rob's moves, but finally gets hit with the laser. I think with the little startup hitbox in Rob's face as well. It's always brutal when you get hit by both. Oh, the up smash nearly reading the jump in.
He's in the ground, though. Goes for the read up smash. Robbie did not retaliate at all. He just stayed in the ground. Something to note is that Shulk has one of those thin body proportions where the up smash actually doesn't connect out of the down throw unless you turn it around. Horus just didn't want to turn it around and instead went for the read. So that's why we had to see something a bit more ballsy.
I think maybe she was expecting like a mash into a directional air dodge to the right there.
Yeah, I would guess that's the only real option. Or maybe like a Monado bring out and then that would cause him to lose his momentum and drop back down again. But either way, a Monado out of speed has allowed Robbie to take another stock. This is not over yet.
Yep, gets the stock at 169%. This is where a lesser
Oh my god!
No! Oh my god! What?
Yo!
Oh.
We thought it impossible, but he's done it! RobbieAK47 with the reverse 3-stock out of nowhere. He put his life on the line for that air slash and takes out Horus at about 40%-ish.
What the
truly
fuck?
have power? It's the
What
gamer number,
the
guys.
fuck just happened?
The gamer number actually have power.
But the set continues. I've forgotten as well. That was such a clever comeback. I felt like he'd won the set there and then.
That's
But it's
the
only
Bob Gun.
1-1.
That's the Bob Gun classic. Roberto Famas classic. God damn.
It's the Bobby P90 for going balls deep on the edge guard there. Pays off big time. I was saying, this is where the commentator would make a joke, oh, 69%. And he actually went and did it. I hate it. You were enabling smashers and their awful commentary. Stop it, RobbieAK47. Stop it.
Chat saying that might be the coolest thing Robbie's ever done. True. Straight up true.
I mean, his name is RobbieAK47. He's not exactly setting a high bar, is he?
No, he's trying. That's all we can ask. That's all we can ask.
He's trying his best.
Oh, you know, I'd take a name like RobbieAK47 over, you know, Dan the Man 47. What? You know,
Dan the Man 47
You leave Dan the Man alone. You leave Dan the Man alone.
That man's literally my best friend. He cooler than Dan the Man 46. Fuck that guy.
Right, so Horus has actually left us a bit of a Twitch comment in the meantime saying, bit sad about that one. Can't blame her, but yeah, I would take a few moments to compose and then just think about what you're going to do in this matchup, because clearly it's brutal.
Yeah, between SDing your last stock away at 20% in the previous set and having that happen to you in this set, this is prime position to get tilted. I think Horus, you just need to take a step back, take a deep breath, play this nice and consistent. She was winning the whole game again there. There's no reason to believe she can't just do the same again here, game.
I like the call out from Whammy in the chat, though. This is when you'll see Robbie's true form. Why do I believe it? He's totally right, isn't he?
Reminds me so much of my favorite anime and the epic clash that two characters in said favorite anime.
Oh, I
I'll
love
leave
it.
chat to figure out what my favorite anime is.
I love it when the swords hit each other, but then the protagonist was a bit stronger and pushed through, and then
Yes.
someone had a flashback, and it was really meaningful.
Oh my god, Goku is overcoming his limits.
Oh no, again!
He's not supposed to be able to overcome them. Wow, this show gets better every time.
But we're having a bit of a DBZ cliffhanger right now as we wait forever to go into the next game. Again, I don't blame because Robbie likes to think about counter picks a lot, and Horus needed to collect herself after that one. But we now have Game 3, one of the final play-ins for top 8. There's only one more after this, and it may already be on Team Regen GG. So this could be it. I'll have to check into the background.
Game 3 here, going back to Stadium where I think we were for Game 1. Is DSR on dev or modified DSR?
Modified will be, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So Horus won Game 1. Selecting, I mean, it must be like a. I mean, the slow-paced feeding out process here.
Yeah, which is the right thing to do in the scenario. After such an explosive final minute of the last one, it's kind of a necessary evil to have a bit more slowness in the pacing here to invent a word on the spot. But right now, Horus is just in the air a lot.
Do you see how as Robbie landed, his hurt box kind of shifted right underneath that laser? There's that thing. There you go. There's the Monado hit stun cancel to get himself into shield between the up tilt and the up air.
Ooh,
Negating
nice
that, getting himself back to the ground even faster than he would otherwise. Oh, I love the roll reads. Look, putting Nair on a shield, putting Nair on Horus' shield, and then just out to roll distance.
All right, so the kind of combo breaking with the close range Rob laser, you don't see that too often, but Smash is out, so Horus is once again taken to the skies and once again lands on the up tilt. That's the second time this set now that Robbie's gone into Smash Monado and Horus has willingly fled and then landed on it.
Oh, she's getting ready for the edge guard, but BP's the up B and actually like knocks her away from being able to down air when he'd lost his invulnerability.
Oh, great down
by
to
Robbie.
Perfect. Oh, the spike didn't work though. That's so unfortunate for Horus, getting the vertical hitbox on the down air, which is very hard to land, I have to say. You would never go for it on purpose, and the move very rarely messes up, but terrible time.
Up there from Horus. Lost his vulnerability again, but he beefies again to avoid getting down aired. Arrow continues to control the floor. Horus, you need to take this stock ASAP.
Yeah, too right. And now just throwing lasers out in different directions entirely. I'm not sure if she's composed herself quite well enough after the last game, but there is still time. This is not unwinnable by any stretch of the imagination. Keen to see what's going to happen next.
I didn't love the attempted up smash out of shield there. I feel like even if a Shulk player spaces badly enough, they're never going to be close enough on shield for you to get a Rob up smash out of shield, you know? Generally you want to use like the quick forward air, any other manner of things. Neutral air, just barely going to kill off the top. And losing that stock at 189, but she's taking 66.
So, yeah, it seems like I'm a little bit behind in that sense, so I'll leave the play-by-plays up to you, but it's good to see that Horus is keeping active and making things happen.
I'll say things and then you can question my judgment on.
Yeah.
I disagree, Brad. Haven't watched that in retrospect. I think she made the right call.
You know, as a Rob main, ...
Smash player classic. As an insert thing here, main. I'm qualified to talk
As
about
a content creator.
Horus still quite far behind on this stock. Probably not really feeling any pressure to go in and put any damage on. Pretty happy to just kind of chill at one side of the stage and let Horus come to him. All that being said, she set him up for an edge guard there, but he barely avoids again. He's been smart with his recoveries throughout this set as Robbie. I think he's been doing a very good job at getting back to the stage carefully around Rob's side B and gyro and all the other terrifying things he does to you off stage.
Yeah, I totally agree. Robbie has barely put a finger wrong in terms of the air slashes. The only ones, and of course, he used it as the kill option as well.
Oh!
What on earth?
Like the up B, unfortunate. Just as again, Horus is trying to ledge trap Robbie. Feels like every time that Horus tries to set up a ledge trap or an edge guard on Robbie, he turns it around on her somehow.
Wow, So, okay then, this is suddenly going to be a bit of a dampener, but Horus is really going for the close range pressure anyway, knowing if I can do one thing, I can run up to this anime boy and hit him. And that's
left by him. Yeah, I understand that Horus, he doesn't really want to approach right now. Looking for a down throw, looking for maybe an up tilt. She's looking for a side B at the ledge. Wants to get in close and get a grab, ideally. Even then, that's not even a guarantee of a kill confirmed with Monado Arts, and we right there, that up air might have killed in another parallel universe.
Yeah, wow. To see how little knockback it give as well is just the extra nail in the coffin there for Horus. That's sent absolutely nowhere.
This stock, like Robbie has taken his time. He is more than happy to play the patient game. I really like how he's played this now that he's ahead. Need to rush to do anything crazy.
Yeah, because we've not really
seen that. Over 100%, not even going to kill when Robbie's in shield. Again, he beefies the up B, and Horus has been hit by that time and time again.
Oh no, the DI!
My God! Smash Monado up B off the top at that percent from that area of the stage. Good Lord, Shulk is easy.
Wow, the game is over.
That's so lame, unfortunate. That's so unfortunate.
That's crazy.
Wow.
The disparity between the air/kills, one of them was hype as heck, the other one is just leaving us in confusion and disarray. But that is the set win for RobbieAK47, who will be moving on to top 8. Horus finishes in 9th, but she has done so much for us in this tournament, giving us entertainment against SCR, against Holopop, and against RobbieAK47. 9th place is a fantastic finish for her, and clearly we saw the potential to go even further.